Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Mike. I am here today. T. Roy in the house. What up, T?
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. Much better today.
Yeah, you look a little better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to tell people what I look like the last 5 days.
You look like the guy from the Tiger King. The tooth missing up front.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah. It was hard to take you seriously. But
Yeah.
I empathized with you.
You know what was funniest about it? Every time we'd be talking about something and I'd smile, you'd get this weird smirk on your face. And I'm like, is he finding this funny? No, he's laughing at my fucking tooth.
Yeah, I tried not to look directly at it. But
Yeah, it was. I kind of got used to it. I got to be honest.
Yeah?
For a couple days.
was there a little
but-
whistle in there when you were shocking?
Oh my God, it was the worst.
The worst?
I still have it a little bit. Like my whole face hasn't figured it out yet. I've had this problem with these two teeth. People are probably wondering what the fuck is with you and your teeth.
Do you have any teeth left in your head?
Right? It's the same two teeth
Yeah.
that are the problem. It's my canines. And they're fake. They're porcelain, but they're temporaries. So when they put these in, they're the weakest teeth in your mouth, right? They're the most fragile, easiest to break or pop out. They're on stems, but they're like, look, Mike, this is a temporary fix. You need to get
Real ones.
you need to get permanent implants on these two teeth. One of them, Izzy knocked out.
Oh, that
got all
little bitch.
excited, and she fucking popped into my head and knocked one of them out. I don't even remember the other one, but they've bridged them, they've posted them, crowned them, like they've done all that stuff. And you know, if I had the thousands and thousands of dollars laying around just to lay down for the implant surgery, I'd just do it. But instead, I'm stuck going, hopefully today's a good day. We're good.
Would you like to share what took you down this time?
A Skittle.
A Skittle or like a wad
Well,
of Skittles?
One Skittle was all it took, but there was, make no mistake, there was a wad
I was
in my
gonna say,
mouth.
that's fucking weird to eat one Skittle.
Yeah, no, there was a wad in my mouth. And I'm usually aware of it, and the Skittles were going down great. I got to tell you, they were going down great.
Yeah.
No problem. And then all of a sudden, I have dreams about this.
Really?
Yeah, I have like
Nightmares.
nightmares, that I've lost my tooth and I wake up like in a cold sweat and I'm like, oh my God, it was a dream. Okay. Like that's how bad it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like finance it maybe and pay $100 a month to get this surgery done. She said it's not as expensive as you've been quoted, and it doesn't take as long either. Because I was told you'd have for like a year where you'd have like these fake, like a retainer.
Oh, trying
With
to
fake teeth, while the post or whatever establishes to the bone in your jaw for the permanents to go in there, the implants. She said, no, it's like 3 or 4 months. So it's not quite as bad. But anyway, I'm really sorry we weren't doing shows. I've been trying really hard to gain people's credibility back and by being here and doing that. And this happened last Thursday. I couldn't get into the dentist until Saturday.
Yep.
And she couldn't do anything until I saw a root canal specialist on yesterday, and then I saw my dentist today.
put the tooth back in. Looks great, by the way.
Finally, thank you.
Kid, don't even notice.
She said, this one's not porcelain, asshole. So this one will yellow. So you're going to want to get moving on this and just go down that road and let's be done with it.
Yeah.
So that's where I've been. I made a post about it last night on Facebook, kind of apologizing to everybody. But
Figured we might do one yesterday with no video, just audio.
just audio. But dude, I can't faith. I was like F's and teeth, and I sound like Cindy Brady, you know?
Yeah.
Even Cece was looking funny at me, like, dude, what's going on with you? Who are you?
I lost one time on the way to work in the morning, eating a bagel, and it popped out, and but I didn't even know that it popped out. I was just chewing, and I was like, and I hit something. I'm like, what the fuck? And I pull it out, and I'm looking. I'm like, a tooth? What the?
Someone
fuck?
put a
Oh my
tooth in
God.
my
Yeah,
bagel.
I freaked out, man. I was like about to throw up, and I was like, oh yeah, it's mine.
Yeah. Last time it happened to me, I was in New York.
That's convenient.
Yeah. I'm in New York. I go and do the Anthony Cumia show with Dave Landau. And then I'm leaving the next morning, right? I get to the airport and I'm like, I'm going to grab a sandwich here at the airport before I head out. One bite into the sandwich, thunk, tooth falls. I have nightmares about that. Like, what would you have done? It was my first trip there.
Yeah.
And
it was on the way in.
yeah, if it was on the way in, like I stopped to grab a bite to eat
Do
before
a
going
whole
to the
interview
studio.
like this. Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
good.
it was great. No, it's fantastic, guys. I love the setting here. This is wonderful stuff. Yeah. So I'm sorry, everybody. There hasn't been a show for a few
Yeah,
days. But
there's going to be bumps in the road.
there's going to be bumps in the road.
That's okay.
Yeah. And we knew that. We
Yeah.
knew that. But anyway, we're back today. I'm excited to be here.
We're back, Mortimer.
We're back, Mortimer. And I'm excited. What a weekend of football.
Oh,
my God. Greatest weekend of football ever?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was too.
And I mean, that was, so the first 3 games were all by 3 points, right?
Last play of the game.
Yeah, and last play of the game.
Yep.
And then the 4th game was 6 points, but that was because it went to overtime. And they scored 31 points after the 2-minute warning. That's fucking insane.
Crazy.
31 points after
Yeah.
the 2-minute warning. Fucking nuts, dude.
It was, man.
I've never seen an ending like that in my life. I mean, they were great
No.
games all the way around, but that
All the way
finish,
around.
I mean, that might go down as the greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
Like, no joke, that could go down as the greatest
could.
game in history.
And I was
most entertaining, no less.
I was texting with Bills fans. I thought the Bills were going to fucking pound Chiefs.
When they came
They
down and
didn't scare
scored
me
that
as much.
again, I thought, man, even 13 seconds or whatever it was, thought, okay, and Butker had been shaky all day. I'm like, okay, they
missed
got
a field
this.
goal and an extra point.
Yeah, like they got this. And no, fucking Mahomes pulled it together. I do. Can we talk about the overtime rules? I mean,
Yeah.
is it
A lot of people have a
time?
problem with
Is
it.
it time that we? I mean, I don't know.
What do you do?
I don't know
10-minute
what
quarter?
Maybe do a quarter or something along those lines. I
Yeah.
don't want to do the college where you each
No,
line up at the 20,
no,
whatever.
no,
That's
no.
stupid. But I just think it's, especially in a game like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when it was just because Bills had every possibility that would just march right down the field and score 2.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and so the
said
fans were
said
deprived of that.
We said it watching it. Like, whoever wins this coin toss is going to win this game.
Yeah.
Because they're not going down and kicking a field goal.
No,
It's not going to happen.
Right.
And the way they were just marching and, you know, a lot of people took issue with the Bills not doing a squib kick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, they got it at the 25. Anyway,
I know, but if
kicked
they
it
would have
deep.
got it at the 30, but wasted 5 seconds,
yeah.
he would have had time for one throw.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't want to take
didn't
a
work
chance.
out, so of
well,
course
that's
it's
exactly right.
questioned.
Hindsight's 20/20, but you also don't want to leave it in play to where you can have a return. If you're pretty sure you can kick it out of the end zone and
Yeah.
not have a return, then
You shouldn't be able to give up a field goal with 13 seconds left.
no,
We've
no
seen it too
timeouts
often.
or one time. What did they have? They had them all. They had them all.
They had
I
them all.
think. Yeah, they had them all still. That's right.
Yep.
Which is crazy. How that all went down to still have all your timeouts in that
Yeah.
situation. Nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
We should, I'm
Off
sure,
the schneid.
off the schneid. Everyone who has been bagging on Stafford for years, he can't get it done. He can't win in the postseason.
Yeah.
I think it's made crystal clear what the problem has been. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't Matt Stafford.
No.
We've said that for a long time. I've really been one of his big defenders. I really,
Are there really anybody out there that thought he was the problem? Really?
well, you know, a lot of people say stuff like the greats find a way to will their team to win and carry them.
Yeah.
I just think when you give a guy no running game, no defense, no weapons for the most part, it was Matthew Stafford or nothing. And, you know, that's the reality. And so to see him on a real team with a real defense,
Yeah.
with real weapons, it's like, yeah, that's what Matt Stafford is.
And
That's
congratulations
exactly what
to
it
your
is.
Niners, by
Thank
the way.
you,
Yeah,
thank you.
they got you want to too gloaty over there, but yeah. So you're Stafford against your Niners. This will
Stafford
be
against the
interesting.
Niners.
Yeah.
And I will be the first to congratulate him if he beats the Niners
absolutely.
and gets to go to a Super Bowl. I predicted the Rams would go to the Super Bowl with Stafford at QB.
Yeah.
Way before the season even started.
Yeah.
I said, "There's your team in the NFC."
Yeah. Well, once they made that trade, that was the
whole
chic
point,
pick.
yeah.
Everybody thought that was the one
Yeah.
that would take them over the top. You know,
Yes.
bring somebody like that in on team that was ready.
Yeah.
But
So we'll see. I want him to lose very, very badly on Sunday, but if he ends up pulling off a win, which he probably should, to be honest with you, the Niners have beat him like 7 straight games. They
see.
should, but
familiar
I'm
foes
excited.
being division rivals.
You know
When was
it.
the last time division rivals met in the championship game? Whatever. Radio for one. Moving on.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It can't be common.
No.
I mean, I'm sure that it's happened, but not common.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So
It's a good question. That'd be a good trivia question.
we'll look that up later.
Yeah.
Feel free to email the show if you know the answer to that.
There you go. Interesting stuff going on in the world. Neil Young versus Spotify.
Oh, Neil.
Neil.
Dr. Neil Young.
Dr.
Clearly.
Young, yeah. What a rebel.
Yeah.
Going with the government's position. How fucking rebellious is that?
You can't have my music.
People are like, Neil Young was on Spotify? I mean, unless you got a craving, a hankering for Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
Or Needle and the Damage Done. I mean, like,
I mean, what do you like? Just letting a CCR and something let it play. What would Neil Young come up on? Some sort of oldies, station.
Mirrorball, Pearl Jam, Neil Young, Mirrorball.
There you go.
Album.
But
No, it's so weird. These like really respected guys that are they're outlaws. They're against the grain. They're against the man.
Yeah.
Like I think of Neil Young as like, oh my God, talking truth to fucking power. Like that's Neil Young.
Oh yeah.
The heroin junkie that fucking
Rage Against the Machine just canceled half their tour.
yeah. Rage Against the Machine, dude. You realize you are the machine now, right? You're not raging against
sink
anything.
in for a minute.
Yeah, seriously, Rage Against the Machine, like
Yeah.
your whole being, raging against the machine, and then you are the machine. You're taking the government stance.
Yeah.
You're taking the position of big pharma, big tech, and big bloated government. Wow. Wow.
I don't even know how Spotify works. I mean, I assume they have to pay
Yeah.
to have some sort of I mean,
Depends on downloads.
so that what it is? They
Yeah.
just pay based on play.
He
They don't have
probably
to,
makes.
you don't pay to absorb somebody's catalog or however that works.
No, I don't know what they do if they're dealing with ASCAP and BMG, who owns these music rights, the music stuff. Maybe he probably makes somewhere north of 20 or 30 grand a month just on Spotify.
That's not too bad.
No, but he's a rock star and,
course.
his shit's
Got
going to
some
get
hits.
spun millions and millions of times a month.
Yeah.
So that's probably what his take is, 20, 30 grand.
If he was good, he'd still be with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. But
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kicked his ass out.
Yeah. Bye-bye. So, yeah, he sent a letter demanding they remove his music from Spotify. I am doing this because Spotify is spreading fake information about vaccines,
Ooh, are they?
potentially causing death to those who believe the disinformation being spread by them. Please act on this immediately today and keep me informed of the time schedule. Oh, he's really put his foot down on
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
right.
I want you to let Spotify know immediately today that I want all my music off their platform. They can have Joe Rogan or Young, not both.
Okay, bye. Okay. Bye, Neil.
I think they're going to choose Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I think
Just a guess.
Yeah. That's not going to work out well for you.
Yeah.
That's just my hunch.
God, what is the matter with these people?
And that's the
What
irony.
are you afraid of, Neil?
What makes him an expert?
Yeah.
What makes you an expert to say that it's disinformation? Dr. Young.
So we're at a point in this
Riddle me
country.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to bag on Joe Rogan? Oh, you're listening to Dr. Rogan.
Yeah.
No, first off, again, I'll say it again politely. No one's listening to Joe Rogan's information. They're listening to the myriad experts, scientists, doctors, frontline surgeons that are on his show constantly. That's who they're listening to.
And they're not doing 5-minute, 10-minute clip
No.
interviews.
30-second hits on NBC News.
Yeah. No, these are 3-hour deep dive,
Yeah.
where they really don't leave any stone unturned.
Right.
And if there's questions, he'll follow up. He'll bring somebody on another show to rebuke it, to confirm things, to
No commercials.
And the people
Smart talk.
absolutely right. And so the people that are bagging on Joe Rogan have never listened to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's the
Period.
first sign you know.
Exactly right. If you bag on what he's doing or how he's doing it,
Yeah.
you don't have to agree with it. But if you bag on him, you have never listened to that show at all. Or if you did, you listened to whatever, him and Snoop or something, sitting around smoking weed, and you take it out of context.
Yeah.
But the real shit that he's doing is deep.
It is. And the people that are on, the credentials are through the roof. Like he starts almost every one of them like, hey, give me your credentials. And it's like Harvard Medical School, Stanford for my master's, and Yale for this, and I'm on this board and that board, this board on the Medical Association. Like they're credentialed up the ass at the finest institutes the world has to offer.
He's not bringing any bums on there.
No. And then the next day he'll have Ari Shafir and Shane Gillis on.
Yeah.
And be smoking weed and drinking whiskey the whole time and fucking off.
Because it's a show.
Yeah, it's a show. Do whatever he wants. But, what I haven't seen is Dr. Neil Young sit down with his professional body of work and his team that he's talking to on his show or on his albums. I haven't heard their expertise.
Right.
So what they do, these people that push back against Rogan, again, it's a dead giveaway. No one's listened to him. At most, a 2-minute clip, someone
Dead
snipped
giveaway.
throw up on YouTube, or something. Oh my God, so we can go ape shit about this. Look at this guy, own Rogan. 30-second clip. You're like, okay, yeah.
Okay, like Gupta
Yeah.
owned Rogan.
Yeah, Gupta owned Rogan. Yeah, there was some doctor on a couple weeks ago that was talking to Joe, and they've been friends forever. And he was saying, "No, Joe, you're wrong about that. The percentage, blah 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 blah." And Joe's like, "No, I'm pretty sure. I read that not that long ago. Jamie, look it up." And Rogan was wrong.
Okay.
And he immediately went, "Oh shit, I guess you're right. Yeah, there it is. Blah blah blah." It was like, look, this guest will never be on again after getting owned. After he owned Rogan on his own show. I'm like, yeah, dude, guess what? I'm wrong all the time. You're allowed to be wrong.
You're gonna have a conversation. Exactly.
Yeah.
Own it.
You can move on past something. That's the beauty of Google.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can settle a lot of arguments that used to go on for months because no one wanted to go to the library and check out a book.
Yeah, well, they're trying to act like Joe Rogan is the source.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan is the expert.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a mediator. He's a moderator. That's all
Yeah.
he is. He's giving people the opportunity to put this information out there, but nobody wants to talk about that. And it's so disingenuous when they keep just blasting it as disinformation.
Yeah.
Just a generic blanket term without actually backing it up or having anything to validate what is
Right.
wrong about or what makes it wrong.
Yeah.
It's just wrong.
Wrong.
You're killing people.
And it's a bully process too. That's
no. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's such this like, oh, you're taking a comedian for his medical advice. How retarded are you? Or you're the guy that does MMA fight announcing, like meant to demean, like what would this moron who talks about MMA? Can you get more fucking brontosaurus than these clowns beating each other up? What world are they living in?
Fear factor.
Fear factor. You're taking advice from the fear factor guy? What's the matter with you?
Right.
And it's meant to like put themselves on a pedestal. They're
course.
better than everybody. They can look down on everybody. This is no different. And I'll tell you, as someone who really, really, really appreciates good moderators, good interviewers, Joe Rogan is fantastic.
He is. He's about the best going right now, in all honesty.
I would put Drew Lane up there.
Yeah.
I would put Anthony Cumia up there.
Yeah.
I would put Ron Bennington up there. I would put Joe Rogan up there. Howard Stern would be one of the worst on my list.
Absolutely.
Ego fucking maniac, paranoid coward. He sucked at interviews for 50 fucking years. That's my opinion. You don't have to follow it or believe it. You can form your own opinion. But I'm telling you, the hallmarks of good interviewers, Drew Lane is brilliant. Anthony Cumia is brilliant. Joe Rogan is very fucking good. So it's like
researched.
It's like when we would do an interview with someone and you like discard the whole interview for an hour that we do on the Drew and Mike show and go, you're listening to Drew Lane? What, the fucking shock jock morning guy, fart joke guy? You're listening to him for your information? No, asshole. That's why he's got a guest on. And he's asking really good questions to him. What are you talking about? Neil Young, what are you talking? Seriously, do you just need press?
It's just
Is that what it
bogus.
is? Maybe he just needs a bump in sales.
Maybe, probably.
I haven't thought about Neil Young in 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
So
Haven't even mentioned
today
that.
I'm going, I wouldn't mind going, oh man, take a look in my life. I could go for that jam right now. Maybe that's all this is.
Maybe.
I can get free publicity by jumping on Joe Rogan's back.
Yeah. Try and rally a little bit of that left side to boost some sales. Yeah, we're with Neil.
And all the talk is, here's a man based in something. Here's a man who stands up for something. How? Again, none of you have ever explained to me. I've asked 1,000 times. Email the show. Tell me where the problem is. Tell me the difference between the unvaxxed and the vaxxed. That's the war. That's the divide. And now that we know, unequivocally, cloth masks do fuck all. Zero to help you. You have been vaccinated and boosted. You can still get it and transmit it. You are unvaxxed. You can get it and transmit it. Equal levels. So tell me where the problem is. It sounds like a personal issue where if you get it and you're unvaxxed, you have a slightly higher chance of hospitalization or death.
Yep.
That's it.
think that's
So tell
pretty
me
clear.
where the problem is. What are we fighting about? You got yourself vaxxed and boosted. Good for you.
Congratulations.
Great. You
That
protected
was-
yourself.
That was your choice.
Awesome.
I respect the shit out
Yeah.
of your choice.
When COVID comes your way, which it will, you're going to be hopefully just fine.
Yeah.
You're going to be just fine.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a
You
win
did
for you.
your part for you
But
and
when-
only you.
Yeah, but when the non-vaccinated became public enemy number one and a threat to all of mankind and society in general, is there's something else going on.
I'm telling you, these people are on the wrong side of history and they don't know it.
Yeah,
They don't know it.
I hope so.
I don't know how many of these walls need to keep trickling down, whether it's against mandates, all this. I don't know how many of these things need to keep falling apart for this one side of the country to go, you know what, maybe my side's not always right about shit. Maybe they're, in fact, full of shit on a lot of this stuff.
A lot.
Because eventually you're going to get there. Eventually the walls are going to crumble. And I know a lot of fucking lefties that are like, yeah, COVID's done to me. Fuck them. I'm done. That we're on that side.
Of course, yeah.
They're done. They're done.
They drank the Kool-Aid long enough.
Yeah.
And
They've had
enough.
And they're not going to have their lives altered anymore.
That's all we can hope is that more and more start waking up a little bit.
So yeah, and then they go on to mention in this article about Neil Young, because Joe, you can have Joe Rogan or Neil Young, but you can't have both.
Ooh, an ultimatum. I love a good ultimatum.
Yeah, right. Okay, tough guy. So they said they throw this into the article. So that's half the article. This one sentence thing from some weird old man who wants to censor Joe Rogan. Versus, they could. Young is referencing the stream of misinformation about vaccines that Joe Rogan has peddled on the Rogan Experience. Last month, 270 doctors, physicians, and science educators signed an open letter asking Spotify to stop spreading Rogan's baseless claims. He's hosted on Spotify, the world's biggest podcast, has tremendous influence. Spotify has a responsibility to mitigate the spread of misinformation on its platform. Well, that's misinformation right there, saying it's doctors, educators, and science experts, whatever.
Well, it's technically true.
Sort of. Yeah, about 100.
Yeah.
100 of the 300 were actual physicians or... There's another 170 that are like interns or,
a nurse.
sweep floors at the school. A
Right.
nurse.
Not to discredit a nurse, but,
But discredit a nurse if you want.
Shut the fuck
They're a fucking nurse.
Yeah.
Stop it. I love nurses. I dated a nurse. I know what her level of education is. It's not medical doctor, okay?
You don't get to
Big
question
fucking difference.
Dr. Malone.
No, you don't. And she would say that too.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I can do blood pressure for you. And they do the real hard work. The nurses are the ones
Oh, yeah. Love nurses.
they can find a vein in your arm.
Yeah.
They're not medical fucking doctors.
No, that's not their area of expertise.
No, and they're not vaccine experts
But
either.
they can sign an open letter.
Dr. Malone, Peter McCullough,
Yeah.
different story.
A little different.
Little different story for
They just do whatever they can do to discredit. It's just a smear campaign.
Yeah.
Without, like I said, I get tired of saying the same fucking thing. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's wrong, then just say it's wrong. Prove it's wrong. That's it. That's it. It shouldn't be that hard.
Good luck with that.
I know. It shouldn't be that hard.
No.
But when you just keep tiptoeing around it and just saying the same bullshit over and over and over, it's the boy who cried wolf, man.
Yeah, it is. And just saying Horst Dewormer or MMA host
It's
is
slander.
not winning the argument.
No,
You're not winning the argument.
Oh, it's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. Now they're all turning on, what's his name, too? HBO host Saturday, Bill Maher.
Oh, yeah.
Because Bill Maher's done
He's
with
come-
this shit, too.
He's done with it, too.
He's fucking done.
That's what I say. You're going to start seeing these pieces fall.
Yeah.
Noah,
John Stewart's next.
Stewart, Noah.
Yeah.
You do one little thing, you get out of line.
Yeah.
And then they're going to come for you.
They're
and
stuck.
then you watch like, dude, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've been fucking towing this line. I have been carrying this flag
Yeah.
for this side for years. And now you're going to start coming at me? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not playing this game anymore. And you watch it start to
Crumble.
at that point.
Yeah. They're all like desperately grasping onto Stephen
Yeah.
Colbert.
Yeah.
He's the last one who will tell Trump jokes at fucking midnight. Please, someone tell Trump jokes at midnight.
Yeah, wait till that starts turning on you.
Yeah.
Wait till it's not just loaded on one side. When it's all fair game.
Yeah.
And fucking jokes are jokes and No one's protected.
I can't wait.
God, I would love that. Would that be the
That'd be
greatest
great.
society?
Oh,
Would that be amazing?
Comedians being comedians?
Holy shit.
Wow. Untethered with balls. Complete hanging bags that can tell a fucking joke however they see fit.
Dare to dream. Dare to dream.
Oh, remember the good old days 5 years ago?
Sounds like utopia.
Yeah, it does. I fear that.
Good old days 5 years ago. So
Back
true.
in my day,
Yeah.
2015, Sonny, we could tell dick jokes and rape jokes and Holocaust jokes.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. Oh, thinking back fondly, way back to 2015.
Oh, man. It's scary how quickly this is eroded.
Yes, it
really
is.
is.
There's going to be pushback, though. It'll happen. It'll happen. Are you familiar with Robert F. Kennedy?
Bobby Kennedy.
He's the Kennedy that talks like this.
Yeah.
Every time he talks. I don't know what he's got going on, but he's married to Cheryl Hines.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
From
I had no
Curb
idea.
Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, the wife from Curb.
Yeah, Larry introduced the two of them.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah. Well, he's quite the Republican.
Yeah.
She works on quite the fucking liberal show.
Yeah.
And he wrote a book titled The Real Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates, and so and so. I can't wait to read this book. I hear it's fucking incredible and really gives you context for who these monsters are.
Yeah.
Like really puts, like you want to know the bureaucracy behind what's going on, what these vaccines, who these people are, what these mandates are for them, all this shit. This book apparently
Okay.
destroys Dr. Fauci. You will
Excellent.
never look at this fucking clown the same way again. So yeah, I really want to get that book. I told E to order it for me before he left, and he hadn't heard back. It was
already
over
out?
the holidays. Yeah,
Okay.
it's out now. He's the nephew of former President John F. Kennedy. He's the son of former Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy, and so they always do that. Whenever you bring up the Holocaust or Hitler, there's this whole group of people that are like, "Oh my God, how dare you bring up the Hitler or something?" Like you can't mention his name. Like it's it's the one thing.
Taboo.
It's taboo. Like that, nothing could be as bad as that. So we cannot mention that ever again.
Pretend it never happened.
Yeah, and so I'm always kind of bothered with this idea. Like you can never mention Anne Frank or the Holocaust. Like it's an atrocity that happened in history. We should be able to talk about atrocities that happened in history, especially. I'd be interested to know the history of how they started.
Yeah.
What steps led to this? Hitler didn't just take the stage,
the
rant
end.
and rave and say "kill Jews and N-words"
Yeah.
and get elected.
Yeah, you know the end game. You don't
Yeah.
know how it started.
I know how the world tour ended.
Yeah.
But there
saw-
was a lead up over time
Sure.
that got you that guy.
And those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Yes,
as they
I've
say.
heard that before.
Some truth to that, I would think. So to act like it never happened or just sweep it under the rug is horrifying.
Yeah. So he was given a a rally. There was a rally. And 20, 30,000 people showed up, anti-vax.
Every time I hear rally, I think of Klan. It makes me just
Yeah.
think it's just, we need to come up with a better word, I think.
A better
When
word
they're at a
than-
rally,
yeah.
how about they were at I was going to say a meeting, but I think that's
I don't think that works
I
any
don't
better.
think that was any better. Yeah. Okay. Fuck it.
were at
We'll
a barn
we'll stick
meeting.
with rally.
Rally.
They were at a bonfire?
They were at a gathering. It's gathering even?
Probably. It's like witchy, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, rally it is. Fuck it.
Rally it is fine. They were
Their words, not ours.
hanging out together, a group of people. We're hanging out, a posse of 20 to 30,000. And they were
Peaceful protest?
no, because that screams BLM, which is a nightmare.
Okay.
So yeah. But anyway, they weren't anti-vax. He might be anti-vax. I doubt it. I think it's more anti-vax mandate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's a big difference, right? Between
Huge
anti-vax
difference.
and anti-mandate.
I know the definition in the Webster's dictionary has changed, and so they're one and the same now. But for 99% of us,
Yeah.
this is strictly about the mandate. This has nothing to do with the vaccine.
Freedom of
We've
choice.
both been given the vaccine.
Yeah.
We'd be the worst
Don't out my
anti-vaxxers
status,
ever.
man.
Sorry. I could be lying.
I know.
But, we'd be the worst anti-vaxxers in the history of anti-vaxxers.
True.
All vaxxed up proper.
Yeah.
So he's...
Sort of like Malone. He makes vaccines.
Right.
Is vaccinated. Is somehow an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, right.
Brilliant.
And spreading anti-vax messages. So they've got this rally going on, and he says stuff like, "Americans want democracy." I'm not going to do the impression.
Yeah, it's bad on the throat.
Who's the actress back in the day? Talk like that.
Oh, what the hell is her?
Yeah, he talks like that. So I don't know what he's.
Yeah, whatever. One of them old bags. I don't know.
One of them old bags.
Old bag tits.
Americans want democracy back, and this rally is a demand by Americans to get their democracy back. What we're seeing today is what I call turnkey totalitarianism. They are putting in place all of these technological mechanisms for control we've never seen before. It's been the ambition of every totalitarian state from the beginning of mankind to control every aspect of behavior, of conduct, of thought, and to obliterate dissent. Oof. None of them have been able to do it. They didn't have the technological capacity. He then compared this future to that of Nazi Germany. Even in Hitler's Germany, you could cross the Alps into Switzerland. You could hide in an attic like Anne Frank did. I visited in 1962 East Germany with my father and met people who had climbed the wall and escaped. So it was possible. Many died doing it, but it was possible. Today, the mechanisms are being put in place to make it so that none of us can run and none of us can hide. Within 5 years, we're going to see 415,000 low-orbit satellites. Bill Gates said his 65,000 satellites alone will be able to locate every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. They're putting in 5G to harvest our data and control our behavior, digital currency that will allow them to punish us from a distance and cut off our food supply. As flawed as our government is, you still have rights. The minute they hand you that vaccine passport, every right that you have is transformed into a privilege contingent upon your obediences to arbitrary government dictates. It will make you a slave. RFK Jr. was shellacked on social media, and I hate when they do this. They go after Cheryl Hines.
Oh,
what do you think about? Yeah, it's like, dude, look. He was shellacked by the Auschwitz Memorial Museum, exploiting the tragedy of people who suffered, were humiliated, tortured, and murdered by the regime of Nazi Germany, including children like Anne Frank. In a debate about vaccines and limitations during global pandemic is a bad symptom of moral and intellectual decay. I think he's making a point.
Well, and you're right. It's, what the first quarter of that look like? You know, we know how it ended.
Right.
But, you know, they didn't start this game by throwing the Jews in the oven. You know, it got there somehow. And I'd like to know the similarities because it seems like there's a lot of similar things going on.
We find ourselves saying this quite often. We're not expert in shit.
No.
Really?
No.
Maybe you as an electrician.
Yeah.
Me and nothing, essentially. But I do know a little bit about a lot of things. Yeah. And what I know about that was society, you can't just have like a small number of government employees take over the mass population and make them do whatever you want. Yeah. So you have disinformation campaigns. You have things where you get them to turn on themselves, turn on each other, turn on their neighbor, make them scared into thinking the Jew next door is the devil and is the problem. Yeah. And so then you get all these fucking wannabe helpers in communities start hating that guy down the street, whether it's a black guy, a Jew, whatever. Yeah. He's the problem.
Anti-vaxxer.
Anti-vaxxer.
Surname here.
Yes.
Whatever it is. When the propaganda starts taking over.
And when it starts churning.
Exactly.
It starts slow and it starts small. And you're able to pin everybody who recognizes some of those telltale signs as conspiracy theorists and whack jobs and fuck nuts, whatever.
To be clear, I'm not saying that this is anything like Germany, Nazi Germany, because I don't want to get us canceled.
Yeah.
But this is his words,
yeah,
not ours. But I can see some similarities.
You can see a few similarities. Do you think that people that disagree with you politically are friendly to you right now? Yeah. Or do they want you fucking dead?
Murdered in the streets.
I can promise you every liberal I know would be overjoyed if you fucking rounded up every person with an R next to their name and killed them.
That's a little extreme. I'm not going to go quite
I've
that
asked
far.
him.
I'm not-
I asked Raj.
There are
I
quite
asked
a few.
Raj. He said that to me.
There are quite a few, but I don't think that's across the board. That's painting with too broad of a brush.
I don't think it is. I stand by my words.
A bit broad. I'll
Obviously,
say.
I'm painting with a brush.
Of course.
But by and large, we've never seen that in our history.
No. But there is still
Of our
is a
time on
large
Earth.
portion that's absolutely true for, which is
Well, say
terrifying.
it to your fucking face. Say it to your face.
It's
dude.
been said.
Yeah. We've never experienced anything like that. Like your political beliefs and whatever, yeah, they are what they are. But we've never felt this kind of thing in society where you're
Pressure
looking
of
sideways
it.
at people like, I wonder who they voted for.
Yeah.
Like,
Is he
that
a
never
Republican?
mattered.
Is he a Jew?
Yeah.
What you know,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird
And-
similarities.
and
What
so-
did he vote for? What's that red hat? What's
Yeah.
that hat say? Fuck's it, that's a red hat.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him.
So I don't know why, this mentioning Hitler or Germany, Nazi Germany. Yeah, those are where atrocities can lead to if they're not fucking put in their proper place.
Might touch a little close to home.
Yeah.
Out on the defensive. Oh, don't say that. No. They're onto us. Deflect. I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's the end of times, my man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be, and maybe I'm 5 feet from the finish line of this whole thing called life. But I thought I was going to be older and way closer to that finish line, like 70, 80, when it would really collapse.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be in our lifetime, like for real in our lifetime.
Yeah. But there's definitely something catastrophic.
Yeah.
Will happen. I don't know which way it goes. I don't know exactly what happens, and I don't know how we come out on the
We
other
lose.
side. Yeah, I've seen this movie.
I think we lose.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that it's something is afoot at the Circle K. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
You feel that?
Yeah, I do.
You feel that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do, and I don't like it.
It's-
The hair on the back of my neck stands
I'm
up.
hoping it's not just us feeling that. I don't think it is. I
I'd
know
lo-
a lot of people don't like talking about this stuff, but
Hey,
something is afoot at the Circle K has never felt more proper.
right.
Like something,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Something's afoot at the Circle K, though, man.
Yeah, and I can't exactly put my finger on it, but something's coming.
don't like where it's going.
Something's coming, and I don't like it. It's not going to be good.
Hey, China just got on their version of Netflix. I believe it's called Tencent Video is the platform.
Okay.
Fight Club.
Oh, the actual,
Yeah.
real, original Fight Club?
Well, sort of.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not like a Chinese version
No,
of
the
it.
Brad
like,
Pitt, Ed
yeah,
Norton.
the actual movie. That's what I meant. Yeah.
You love that movie, right?
Love that movie.
Yeah.
I do.
Did you get it the first time through? Did it take a couple times?
Well, at the end, it was one of those where, like, at the end, and you're like, oh. And then you start watching it again, you start seeing all the signs, and
Yeah.
you're like, motherfucker, like,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
God, Brad
The
Pitt's a
duality of
sexy son of a
man.
bitch in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
I'd
fuck
fuck him.
it.
Goddamn.
I would too.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit
No, not at all. Yeah.
that. No, my man.
Does he ever look better?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Never.
probably the epitome of Pitt, I
Yeah.
would think.
The epitome of
Yeah.
Pitt.
You see
Yes.
what I did there.
I did. So it's David Fincher's famous 1999 film. Was made available over the weekend on their streaming platform, Tencent Video. So in the,
Are they allowed to talk about it? Are we allowed to talk about it?
I think we're allowed to talk about this story that involves Fight Club.
Okay.
Indirect. So instead of multiple buildings exploding at the end in the original movie,
Oh, they adapted.
yeah, the authorities win in the new censorship.
Do they really?
Yeah. For the closing scenes,
Oh, the end of times, my man.
Yes.
The end of times.
In the
You're
closing-
altering history.
you won't even believe what they did. You won't even believe it, T. In the closing scenes of the original, Norton's character, the narrator, kills off his imaginary alter ego, Tyler Durden,
Durden, yeah.
and then watches multiple buildings explode with Marla Singer, suggesting his character's plan to bring down modern civilization is underway. Right?
Yeah.
In the version released in China, the narrator still kills off Durden, but the exploding building scene is replaced with a written message on a black screen. This pops up,
Just that's it. Before anything blows up,
Yeah.
this is the message.
the message.
I didn't know you could read Chinese.
Oh, yes. So Through the crew provided by Tyler, the police rapidly figured out their whole plan and arrested all criminals, successfully preventing their bomb from exploding. After the trial, Tyler was sent to lunatic asylum receiving psychological treatment. He was discharged from hospital in 2012. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
They didn't even have the decency to film it. They just threw a black screen up there.
Oh my God, in 2012, that is amazing. Holy shit. Tyler was sent to a lunatic asylum. I thought Tyler, oh my God, that's funny.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
They don't bother reshooting some scenes with a fake Brad Pitt, Chinese Brad Pitt. And Ed Norton. No.
I love that they put a date. Yeah, please do. Please do.
Through the clue provided by Tyler, the police rapidly figured out the whole plan and arrested all criminals, successfully preventing the bomb from exploding. The viewers don't know that a bomb's exploding because they haven't seen it. How would they even know about the bomb exploding? They would have just been confused as shit. Like, what the bomb you speak of?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Preventing the bomb from exploding. After the trial, Tyler was sent to a lunatic asylum receiving psychological treatment. He was discharged from the hospital in 2012.
Hey, wasn't that Meatloaf in that big titty guy?
Yeah, fuck yeah, Bob. Was it
big
Bob or
big titty
something?
Bob or whatever he was.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Meatloaf.
Moves. Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
He's,
I got the pleasure of meeting him.
Oh.
He came in and
Nice.
did an interview with us.
he come in like a bat out of hell.
He came in like a bat out of hell.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That
You know,
boy.
he was
I bet he'd be a
funny.
fucking cool. I was gonna say, I bet he'd be a cool ass dude, man.
he was funny. He had great stories. He didn't bring his guitar in, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah. Ha
See what I did there?
I do see what you did there.
He was. I've got a list, running in my head of like favorite interviews of all time.
Yeah.
It sucks now because Jimmy Kimmel is right fucking there. He was so dynamite.
Yeah.
So good when he came in for the Super Bowl. Meatloaf is right up there.
Oh.
Bob Seger's up there. Kid Rock can be up there
Yeah.
for some of his interviews. Meat came in and he was just fucking awesome.
Mr. Loaf.
Mr. Loaf. It's funny. We interviewed Scott Ian a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And he's married to Pearl, Meatloaf's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
And so I was like, Scott, what's it like to be at Thanksgiving with fucking Meatloaf? And he's like being at Thanksgiving with your family.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay. No, it's not. Nice answer, shithead.
Right.
Sure.
We're just normal people.
Yeah, we're just family. I mean, I don't know what.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, my dad didn't fucking perform in the Rocky Horror Picture Show and come out with Bat Out of Hell, which sold 100 million copies.
How come Anthrax and Meatloaf didn't do any sort of collab?
They should.
They should have, for
Goddamn
sure.
right. Yeah.
That's a tragedy. That's a real missed opportunity, I think, right there.
Such a neat guy, though. It was
Yeah.
really tragic to hear about him passing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Madsen's kid committed suicide too
Oh,
yesterday.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you know
no
Michael
good.
Madsen
Yeah.
from all the.
From like Reservoir
Pink.
Dogs, from the Tarantino stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot
Tarantino
of
was
other
this
things,
kid's
but-
godfather.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I know him and Manson were close.
Yeah, committed suicide. 26 years old.
Fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's tough times. Tough times, man. It's hard to cope with shit sometimes, man.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
yeah.
I've been pretty damn close to the edge myself for a time or two. So
no doubt.
it's too bad, I don't know. It's just sad.
Nobody's safe. That's for sure, man. And it ain't about money. It ain't about fame. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
You got that right.
it's tough. Mental illness is a very difficult thing.
Going back to China and their Fight Club.
Oh my God, that is hysterical.
The funny thing is, there's a lot of people that are fucking like, are you kidding me? In China.
Yeah.
Because what they have done in years past is gotten bootleg films mailed to them from friends in America. And so they've gotten copies of this movie.
This is old
It's like,
enough.
who are you fooling?
Yeah, like this is old enough that
I mean, they're not stupid people. They know what's going on
this isn't
here.
the new Spider-Man
No.
that they're altering the ending of.
Yeah.
You know, this is what is that? 20 years old?
It shows you what the almighty dollar means to these people too. When you're talking about Hollywood, because they alter a shit ton of these movies.
It's about
The
propaganda.
Top Gun movie, they took out the Taiwanese flag, I think, on Tom Cruise's jacket.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because China doesn't
blurred it out.
recognize
Yeah.
Taiwan as a country. So they're just like, yeah, I'll take that out. Taiwan's not real.
Censorship at its finest.
Okay. Bohemian Rhapsody,
Okay.
2019 movie, was that?
Yeah, I was going to say just a few years ago.
Yeah,
Pretty
2019.
new.
Multiple scenes were edited that featured a gay.
I was going to say, yeah, probably some
Yeah,
of the
having
the homo stuff.
Yeah.
Not a
The
fan over there.
homo stuff was frowned upon
Yeah.
greatly. And so they just blew those scenes out like they didn't exist.
Just act like it's not there. Yeah.
How do you tell the Freddie Mercury story without the absurd gayness?
Let's pretend he's straight.
Yeah. We're going to pretend he's straight. That's basically what they did.
What'd they do with the Rocket Man?
They probably just forget it, scrap it. It's not coming to China.
Not even going to try.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so insulting, and it's
Yeah,
so
it is.
un-American.
Yeah, right. I mean,
know,
like, I mean, I
are
don't know
we
how that all
doing?
works, but like, hey, if you're gonna fuck with it, you can't have it.
Yeah.
Give it back.
Then they go, no, you can't bring any of your movies over here. Fuck our people.
Yeah.
They can go back to VHS bootlegs.
Yeah.
And Hollywood goes, we have 330 million people in America.
Okay, so you change the ending
You
of a
have a
20-year-old
billion.
movie. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. Whatever.
Every time that dude makes out with another dude, just cut it.
That's fine. Just pay us. That's all that matters. The
Make us-
almighty dollar
Yeah, and they make billions of dollars
Yeah.
by doing it. So it's you
with
know,
a B.
with a B. Yeah.
Tragic.
Pete Dinklage.
Dinklage.
Pete Dinklage.
Yeah, little guy.
Little guy. He's a good guy. 4'4", kind of tall for a little guy.
It's a bit okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, how tall was Brad Williams when he was in here? Is he 4'3"?
Fuck, I don't remember. Little.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
I think that's
Watching him
totally.
get-
You think that's totally like a thing with them, and you think it's better.
Oh,
to be,
fuck yeah.
You think it's better to be bigger or smaller? Bigger.
Yeah.
Like to be the biggest dwarf. Is that like
Yeah.
being yeah. Well, I was saying that's one of my sayings. Like it's like being the tallest midget or the smartest retard.
Yeah.
It's like well, good for you.
Yeah. Well, how bad would it suck to like? Because there's that line that they distinguish. Like if you're less than 4'8",
Yeah.
you're technically blah blah blah. Imagine being 4'9".
Right at it. Yeah.
And you're like,
just
dude,
normal.
I can't
Just
get
like-
in this club,
just
but
a
I'm
yeah. Too short to be normal. Too tall to be a
midget.
dwarf.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. But
Start your own club, man.
Peter Dinklage, and I think we talked to Brad Williams about this.
A little bit. Yeah.
Like he's crossed the threshold to where he's not playing a dwarf
Being as a legitimate actor.
actor, and
Yes.
his IMDb is impressive.
Yeah.
It really is. He's done some movies where you don't even think of him as a little person. He's a bad motherfucker.
Right.
Like he's running a mob and you believe it.
Yeah.
He's that good. Game of Thrones, he's brilliant in. That's awesome. That's breaking down doors for future people coming through Hollywood.
True.
To be able to go, yeah, you can put Brad Williams in a film. He can do just fine.
Yeah, you don't have to be an
He's-
elf.
you don't
or
have to- yeah.
you can actually be a legitimate character in a movie. You don't have to write in a little person.
We don't just get a phone call at Christmas, for whatever fucking, thing you're putting together with midgets and dwarfs but I do take issue with this.
Okay.
Pete Dinklage is expressing his displeasure. He was on Mark Maron's podcast.
All right.
WTF.
Yeah.
With Mark Maron.
Love Marin. Marin's
Yeah.
great.
He's a little off the deep end, but I like Maron too. So they're redoing the 1937 animated classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Okay.
And they got a Mexican girl to play Snow White, which is
Snow Brown.
Snow Brown. Yeah. I mean, is there anything more like blue-eyed fucking Snow White? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Create your own,
Exactly.
Snow Brown.
Yeah.
Whatever. And the seven whatevers.
Snow Blanco.
Create like a character for that, but don't steal. It just feels wrong when it's like, oh yeah, 007 is going to be a chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
006.9.
Yeah. Jane Bond. Make Jane Bond.
Sure.
Go ahead. Start a new franchise.
008. Here we go. The new one.
Yeah.
The guy died. Now it's a chick.
Yeah.
008. Moving on.
Here we go.
Yeah.
But no, we want James Bond. Okay. Whatever. Is she gonna crush pussy too?
So Snow Blanco.
So yeah, studio has cast West Side Story
And the
star.
Siete Dwarfs. Snow Blanco y Siete Dwarfos.
They probably have that in Mexico. Rachel Zegler is Snow White, though Dinklage blasted the studio for telling this backwards story. He was promoting his new movie, Cyrano, on the podcast. They were discussing wokeness when he discussed the Snow White reboot. It said, literally, no offense to anyone. but I was a little taken aback when they were very proud to cast a Latina actress as Snow White. You're still telling the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Take a step back and look at what you're doing there. It makes no sense to me. You're progressive in one way, and you're still making that fucking backwards story about seven dwarves living in a cave together. What the fuck are you doing? The original was based on the Brothers Grimm 1812 fairy tale, though the dwarves in that story lived in a cottage, not a cave. Story has also been criticized as being ableist for portraying the dwarfs as with lesser intelligence, and Snow White seeing them as little kids.
Yeah. Well, Dopey, clearly.
Yeah.
It's a little behind.
I don't want to get them mixed up with Smurfs.
No, they were
Easy to
blue.
do.
Yeah.
No. I know, but their names.
Oh, yeah.
Like Grumpy Smurf. Was Grumpy a dwarf?
Grumpy was a dwarf.
Okay.
Yep.
Was it Sneezy?
Sneezy was a dwarf.
Okay.
Dopey.
Sneezy would not do well in this society we're in.
Doc
Yeah.
was a dwarf. Donner, Blitzen.
Yep. Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jordan Pippen.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Rudolph.
Yeah.
And then he says, have I done nothing to advance the cause from my soapbox? I guess I'm not loud enough.
Well, just because you opened the door, you didn't exactly knock down the whole fucking wall, Pete. So
Yeah. I think,
listen, the rest of these motherfuckers still got to act.
Yeah.
Most of them are still just little people.
So
let them have their roles. We can't just eliminate all elves from Christmas.
Yeah.
These guys still got to eat, motherfucker.
Well,
We're not.
Brad, when he was here, was talking about that. Like, this is bullshit, man. That was like a fucking gig for us. And 'cause
Right.
now they're all like kids and women playing all the
Exactly.
dwarf
Right,
roles.
taking
Like,
our shit.
hey, man.
Fuck,
Really?
Man's got to eat.
Man's got to eat. I look at that. It's like, okay. So what you're saying, Pete, is now that you're on the other side and you're living in a fucking castle making $100 million, like, you're above this now?
Yeah.
Well, great. There's 7 out-of-work dwarves who really would have appreciated this fucking movie if it ends up getting canceled because of you.
Very true.
And I promise you this, Troy. I don't know for a fact, but I promise you, Pete Dinklage has played a fucking dwarf at some point in his career.
Absolutely. How do you think he got? No doubt. He's played a kid stunt double, probably. He's done. He's paid his dues.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
And good on him, man, for getting over. And he really has. But don't act like it's not still a thing. You
Yeah.
know, like great. You did you, and you've made huge strides for little people across the world.
Yeah.
But they're still fucking. They still got to eat. There's still roles that need to be filled.
I think it's.
When you act like it's beneath them to do it, you're taking, because guess what? You know what they're not going to be? A fucking basketball team.
No.
They're not going to be, it's not how it's
Can
going to
you
be.
even cast? I'm trying to think of this past Christmas season, which just went by. Can you, if you're doing that iconic mall scene, whenever kid goes up to Santa, you can't have dwarves on there now.
No, I don't think so.
That's bullshit.
No,
man.
not unless you do like the bad Santa sort of take on it.
No, I mean for like Target commercials.
No.
See, that's bullshit. That's just taking them right out of work.
Exactly. I agree wholeheartedly. Let's take a poll.
Yeah.
How they feel about it. Because it's not the one, they're probably not the ones bitching about it. They're
No.
losing work.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody else. The ones that are actually affected are generally not the ones that are bitching
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
It's people on their behalf that think they know what's best for these people.
I mean, think about it. If you, what are you saying then? You want to? I don't know what his problem is with that particular story. If it's degrading to them for some reason, maybe it is. I'm not terribly familiar with Snow White. Is that the one where
Yes.
takes a bite of an apple and kisses a prince or some shit?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that all part of that?
Yeah, I think that's the whole.
Like, I don't give a fuck about the story, so whatever.
I
but
think they find her, or she finds them, and they
She's
take care
passed
of
out.
her, and I think it's a gangbang. It's something.
Yeah.
something.
They stuff an apple in
that
her
was a
and-
different one. Yeah.
you're gonna reduce them to fucking midget porn, dude.
That's it.
If you're not careful, they're gonna be stuck
That's
going.
all they're gonna have left.
We're gonna go backwards to midget tossing.
Yeah.
And fucking midget porn.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Midget
doing.
wrestling.
Pete.
That's pretty entertaining. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I've been to a couple of those.
Yeah.
Fucking great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really
Midget
sell out.
toss would be fun too.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Put the little suit on him.
I don't know what I could. Yeah. See what I want to know how far I could get one. I was tempted when Brad was here. I'm not gonna lie.
Just take him up front and toss him.
Yeah, he's sturdy though, man.
Yeah,
they're
he's
strong
got a
little
little
fuckers.
bulk to him.
Yeah, how are you 4'3" and 200 pounds? I don't know how does that work, man.
Yeah.
That's what they look like to me.
Yeah.
It's a little bulldog.
Yeah, he'd probably fuck some shit up. I bet he could whoop some
He would
ass.
kick the shit out of my knees.
Yeah. But then you look at someone like Webster. I bet you could toss that fucker across the street.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Back in the day when he was, working with Mam.
I was gonna say what's he look like now, but I bet he ain't still around.
Don't know.
I gotta believe he's still.
Don't know. Yeah, I think it's a very narrow view that Pete Dinklage
I think
is
so.
taking on that.
Yeah, I think so. I
He's
mean,
just, he's calling for his people to be out of work. I don't
I can
get it.
appreciate the concept of trying to advance roles for little people, but
Yeah.
but not at the sake of
How do- what-
eliminating roles for little people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't
I mean,
cut off your nose to spite your face.
and here's the reality. Elves aren't real. If kids are listening, turn it off. But the whole Christmas season is built around this mythical, like elves are making gifts. Like we all know that's not true, but if that's the story, you've got the jolly fat man, his old ass wife, and then you got all these elves making the toys and candy, and it's a fairy tale existence. So in order to play that out the way it's been written, you need those guys.
It wasn't. I don't see how it's demeaning. I mean, aside from, if he thinks they're cognitively challenged somehow, that they're just these bumpkins that live, that can be a beautiful existence, Pete.
Yeah.
To be in a cave somewhere and not
Fuck
have to
yeah.
deal with this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I am jealous,
So let's
too.
not act like that's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
That
Do those
somehow
things-
you know what's best for everybody.
Do those things tend to live in groups?
Those things?
Yeah.
Like colonies of little
Yeah,
people?
like the Smurfs lived in those mushrooms and shit.
Well,
and
yeah, it was their own little thing.
yeah.
of course.
Do dwarves live in caves together, or in even like
Seven of them do, I think.
Yeah, or do they live in?
There wasn't even a
cottages?
chick dwarf. That's like the end of dwarfs.
Yeah,
Those 7 dudes.
we're the last of it.
Some fucking
That's why they gangbang Snow White.
yeah, exactly right. They
Yeah.
had a chance. Take it.
Yeah.
Extend the race.
So yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of understand Pete's
Like,
position.
I think he comes from a good place. Like I said, he's gotten over, but you can't take food off the plates of these people. You can't take jobs away from these guys, but
Yeah.
because not you great. You paved the way.
Yeah.
You blazed the trail for little people being taken seriously as legitimate actors
Yeah.
in roles and not having to portray that. But
Who else has done that?
nope, nobody. I mean, not really.
I think the dude
I mean,
who was
even-
in R2.
I was thinking the guy from I was thinking the dude that's in Me, Myself, and Irene, the black guy,
Oh yeah, yeah,
know,
that was in Santa. Bad
and
Santa.
in Bad Santa.
Yeah.
I mean, there he plays but he's still you can't pretend that they're not little people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Right.
You can still play a role where it's not based on them being little people, which is I think the sort of the point of the Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Snow Blanco y Siete Dwarfos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so I get that, but they're still little people.
Yeah.
So it's like something like Bad Santa is a hysterically perfect role for someone like that.
Yeah. It's a great role.
And even the Me, Myself, and Irene didn't have anything to do with him being a little guy.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
a midget. It wasn't part of the thing. It was just that was his role in there, and he stole his wife and shit. And it was hysterical. It was great. He was just a badass,
Yeah.
So, is
Kids'
that
dicks are bigger than them sausages.
raises those 3 giant black? Shit, motherfucker!
That's so great.
It's a great movie. Highly underrated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Turn around
You know
and play
who
the
else
back
did
nine.
well for the community, if you will, is Mickey in Seinfeld. Kramer's little buddy.
Yeah. Was he
You know,
lifting?
Was he lifting? That I don't think. Now that touched on them being actors,
Yes.
but there were lots of storylines for Mickey where he's as an actor, as a thespian like Kramer.
Right.
They're going in and faking symptoms so that medical students can know what what these symptoms look like and whatever. There's no reference to him being little.
No.
And those guys never mention anything about him being little. That's not like an ongoing joke to beat up on the guy.
No, not at all.
In that series,
Yeah.
you know, it's I don't know, it's great.
I mean, it's clearly but you can't ignore the fact
yeah.
that he's a little person.
No.
And a lot of the roles that he was doing, and they were being too tall, and
Yeah.
the kid at puberty, what are you gonna do? You know, it's
It's great.
yeah.
Speaking of little people,
Uh-oh.
babies,
They're little people.
they are.
The littlest people, I think.
They are. Yeah, they would be the littlest people.
Yeah.
You're right
Are
about
midget
that.
babies regular sized babies, and then they just don't really grow? Or are they smaller babies?
Boy, oh boy.
Those are fucking good questions.
You're full of good questions. I don't know.
I was wondering, yeah.
Did they come out?
Could you imagine a midget lady having a full size baby?
It'd be a problem.
I would think so, at least for the vagine.
Yeah.
Blow that shit out, and then to do that, and then blow out and then have it still just be a little person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. How much weed you smoke today, son?
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
That's some deep shit.
Oh yeah. Stick with me, man.
I got you. So this woman, she's been arrested after she approached a mother at Walmart and tried to buy her baby.
Oh, wonder what the offer was.
I'll tell you what it was. What do you think would be a fair offer?
Well, we are at Walmart,
Yeah.
so we're gonna start there. I'm gonna go lower than I would normally say
if
because
it was
we're in a Walmart. I'm
If they were at Louis Vuitton, you might have a different number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go $40.
$40. Wow, even for Walmart.
Yeah. No. Well.
No, you're way off. But
Okay.
Rebecca Taylor, 49. She was at the store in Crockett, Texas. Now, I don't know where Crockett, Texas is.
It's in Texas.
In Texas somewhere. When she approached the mother was at the self-checkout with her baby and a 1-year-old when Ms. Taylor accosted her.
You don't need both of them.
Yeah, right? The mother, she said, Taylor remarked that she liked the baby's blonde hair and blue eyes,
It's a bad start.
and then asked how much he cost. Can you comment on...
Let's get down to brass tacks.
All right.
How much for the ape?
Yeah. If you're commenting on someone's blonde hair and blue eyes, this is kind of a Hitler thing. Not to bring up Hitler again.
It's a good looking baby.
It's a good looking baby. What you want for him?
What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for me to take that baby?
Is she
out of here?
saying asked how much he cost? As in like
Like, did you just pick them up over? Or did
where
you just
did you buy that
Did
one?
you scan them in the self checkout? Bloop. Put them in the basket.
I saw a commenter said something like that. You should have just said aisle 7 and
Yeah.
sent her on her way.
Yeah. Right.
The mother laughed off the remark, but Taylor then told her she had $250,000 in her car.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not so funny now, is it?
No. Well. No.
I'd sell your kids each for $250,000 today.
Just saying. I never received that offer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I would have taken it. I just know that I never received it.
Yeah. You're not saying you would necessarily wouldn't
No,
have
no.
taken it.
Oh my God! I could not possibly say that I would sell my kids for $250,000.
I would absolutely fucking sell my kid in a heartbeat for $250,000.
If they have $250,000 in their car at Walmart, A, I call bullshit. But B,
Yeah.
they got more somewhere else. That's just a starting point of that negotiation. I promise you, that's a down payment.
Negotiations are about to go up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's $250,000 in her car. I would want to see payment. I would want to see that as well. I wouldn't just trust that this lady is running around with $250K in the car.
Yeah. Here you go. Here, take my kid. PayPal me.
Yeah. No. No way.
Do you have my Venmo?
Taylor, when she continued to press the mother, the mother told her to back away from her son. Taylor did not. Said she's been wanting to purchase a baby for a long time. The mother let Taylor leave the store. Like, okay, that bitch is gone. Now we can exit. Taylor was waiting in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. And yelled across the parking lot she would pay $500,000
Okay. All right. Up in the, yeah.
because she wanted him and she was going to take him.
Oh, man. I would love to see someone try and take a woman's fucking baby. You want
Yeah.
to see a badass bitch?
It happens, though.
Yeah, well, you snatch a fucking lady's baby, and
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see that fucking mom.
Yeah.
Girl, the littlest, oldest, frailest fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Will throw hands.
Yeah, I could see that. Mothers seem almost motherly in their protectiveness.
Unless they're a cunt, and then maybe they
Yeah.
just. She's not my baby.
Could you imagine if you were at Walmart with Skylar? She's one. or she's an infant.
Okay.
And you decided, fucking bitch actually has $500,000 on her. This is going down.
Let me see the money.
This is life-changing. You take the briefcase, and then you go home.
I would clearly just be doing this to make sure that this was a legitimate offer to report to the police so that this was she could go
Could
to
you have
prison.
talked to your ex-wife and said, listen, babe, you're not going to believe this, but hear me out. Hear me out.
She's young enough. She's not going to remember.
Dude,
she doesn't know who we are.
We've known her for like 3 fucking months. How
Right?
attached
How-
could you possibly be?
Yeah, we had a dog for fucking 2 years. We got rid of that.
Yeah.
Didn't even get any money for it. Just kick that fucker to the pound.
We're moving on up.
Yeah,
moving
right?
on
Just
up.
think
You
this-
open that
this-
briefcase and it's like,
changing money.
stop crying. Stop crying. Listen. Stop crying. Listen. Look. Look. Listen.
Meet your new mommy.
Here you go. Carry this fucking, swaddle this. And then we'll get working on another one.
Yeah.
We'll get working on
Right.
number 2.
Yeah.
We'll split. We'll get Chloe out here. We'll be good.
Yeah,
We'll forget all about that
Take
fucking
this. We'll
one.
go buy a bottle and we'll start working on another one.
Yeah, we're gonna buy a new
Yeah.
crib. We're moving on up.
Exactly.
I think you could talk your
College
way
is
through
paid
it.
for.
Yeah.
That addition on the house we've been talking
Hell
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And we get to get it on all over again. We're starting over. So this woman, I didn't know this was
Okay.
illegal to offer someone $500,000 for their baby.
I didn't know that it was illegal either. Actually, I mean, if it's a willing buyer and a willing seller,
She was
Why-
charged
what-
with sale or purchase of a child, which is a
guess-
third-degree felony in the state of Texas.
I guess that there is a thing as human trafficking. I guess that would probably.
Yeah, but don't they
under.
just usually steal them and make them into slaves and sex
Well,
slaves and shit? This,
well,
this
yeah.
girl's offering real money.
Yeah, which makes it a bit more of a legitimate offer, I think.
She
But
faces up to 10 years.
Really?
Convicted, yeah.
of a what was that? A second or third degree?
Third
something?
degree felony in Texas.
What the hell you gotta do to get a fucking first degree?
Kill that baby?
Jesus. Well, it's not murder.
Yeah.
What was it? Anyway,
I want to see how good looking this fucking baby
that had to
is.
be a goddamn handsome baby.
I mean, seriously, the blonde hair, the blue eyes must have been.
yeah.
Oh, they
That
must
is-
have just
that is-
popped.
that is one good looking baby.
Yeah.
What's it gonna take?
She's in a Walmart willing to drop $500,000.
I know that's that's the red flag for me. First of all, I just think you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to know if there was actually $250,000 in the car because I will bet my left nut there was not.
Yeah. Would you bet the baby, though?
Oh fuck yeah!
She ends up getting the baby for free.
Yeah,
Because
right?
you bet.
Open it up
no
and it's
way.
a bag of newspaper. Shit! God damn it! She got me.
No, you better the baby that she doesn't have 250 grand in the car. She has 250 grand in the
All
car.
right, take it.
I just didn't see it coming.
No, I didn't. You don't look like that. You don't look like a $250,000 kind of person.
You're driving a Corolla, lady. Really?
How did you? Do we not have pictures of these people? That's the real shame.
Wait,
of the
yeah.
story.
There's nothing. She just looks like a
Just a normal,
49-year-old
shitty- Yeah.
shitty house, wannabe house mom.
Okay.
Just frumpy. But they don't give us a picture of the baby, which is
Shit's all-
criminal.
Wow.
It's too bad.
Yeah, I think there's some liability issues there, but
Probably.
yeah, her shit's all dried up, so now she needs to go buy one because she can't shit it out anymore.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
It's too bad.
I mean, hey, it's like prostitution.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if it's a willing buyer and a willing seller, that's
Yeah.
I mean, that child's your property.
Yeah.
You own it. I mean, you
You're
shit it
responsible
out.
for it.
Yeah, exactly. So you should be able to do with it as you please. I mean,
Can't you give a baby away?
you can. That's the fun. It's just like it's just like sex.
Yeah.
You can give pussy away, but you can't sell it.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Just like a baby, you can give it away, but you can't sell it. And the shittiest part is that you can give it away, and then the fucking adoption agency sells it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fucked up world.
This is
we're
interesting
man.
thing. This is interesting. If that's true about babies, that you can give them away for free but
Yeah.
can't sell them, this would be number 2 on my list. I've had a list, and I said, I can't think of anything else on earth that you can give away for free, but it becomes illegal when you sell it.
Yeah, I
Like
think
giving drugs to someone for free is illegal, just like selling them to them
Mm-hmm.
would be. But sex, we go out to dinner and we can fuck whatever.
mean,
That's
not we, but
fine.
yeah.
Not we,
right,
obviously.
just to clarify,
Yeah.
for our listeners.
Me and a lady
There you go.
can go out, have one cocktail, fuck in the bathroom for
Yeah,
Christ's sakes, and I
absolutely.
just got off for $3.50.
Yeah.
But the minute I pay her $100,
Yeah.
somehow she's
Illegal.
a skank.
Yeah.
And I'm a piece of shit.
And now you can add baby to the list. We
Baby.
just fucking expanded your portfolio.
If you're right, though.
I think that's
can you
true.
Give it, I think you can, right?
Give it up for adoption. What do you mean? Of course.
Yeah, but can you just like have a baby and then be like, ugh, I don't want this thing anymore? And like tell a neighbor and be like, you want it?
I mean, I don't know if there's a.
Can you just go up and down the street with put like free baby signs like they do with kittens on
Why don't they? I
poles?
think you can. It depends on where you give it away. I mean, you can drop it off at a fire station or a hospital, right? Isn't that like totally?
I know, but I mean specifically.
I don't know
like,
if there's a statute of limitations. Like, I don't think you can drop them off when they're 17. Be like, fuck this asshole.
Yeah.
It's yours now.
Wish you could,
But
no,
I-
you can do it at firehouses. You can do it at hospitals.
Yeah. So I mean, but
libraries.
if you can do it at a newborn, I wonder what that cutoff date is. What the expiration date is on returning that fucking thing.
It's got to be walking. Once it walks,
Yeah, if it talks, if it can be like, "Mom, don't leave me."
Yeah.
It's too
No,
late.
Yeah, it's too late. You've missed the boat.
Mommy, come back.
If you can set it down and it can't move from that position,
Hold on. Give me your phone. I'm going to call my mom back. No, hold on. Let me-
she's making a big mistake here, officers.
Yeah,
she
this
doesn't know
is-
what she's
she's-
doing.
yeah, she's been
no,
drinking.
but I mean specifically, not like those legal ways where they're safe havens. Like, okay, we'd rather avoid the dumpster.
Yeah.
If we can, so how do we do that? Look, you can drop it. We'll deal with it later.
Yep.
Drop it off at a hospital. Drop it off at a firehouse. But I mean, like, you have the baby, you get it home, you're like, this is amazing, and then like 3 days in, you're like, fuck this thing.
Buyer's
no,
remorse.
I don't want this. I don't want to throw it in the garbage disposer. I don't want to throw it in the trash. I'm gonna go knock on my neighbor's doors and see if anyone wants this thing.
Call it a disposer.
Yeah, they're technically disposers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Jay and I went through a whole thing on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can find it, Google them both, disposer.
Okay,
But if
just-
you look at the actual,
I just didn't know if that was the
was done on
tooth.
purpose.
If that was the tooth talking, or
No,
if that
no, no,
was okay.
well, I'll show you upstairs. It'll say garbage disposer on the ring on the bottom. So anyway, yeah. Sidebar.
Is that a brand?
No,
Oh, it's like Band-Aid.
no. Kodak,
Well, Kodak.
Xerox,
Yeah. Make a Xerox, make a copy, put
Yeah.
a Band-Aid on, but that's a brand. Kleenex.
Kleenex.
Oh,
Hey,
beats
toss
it.
me a Kleenex.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
All right.
No,
You
I
guys
don't
already
think
did
so.
this. We won't go down that
Yeah.
road. But yeah, I don't know.
But could I go knock on some doors and just hand over the baby and be like, dude, I'm done with this thing. It's not even that cute. But if you want it,
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
yours.
I mean, it's yours, so I don't know why you can't.
yeah,
Really,
you should be able to.
I would think so.
Yeah.
It's your. I don't know, but I guess you can't even kill it if it's got a heartbeat. So whatever. Who knows? Once you shit it out,
Yeah.
can't even do it when it's just a fucking bean in there. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? God, I'm glad I'm not a woman.
Oh my god, me either. Me too. Me too. I would flick bean 24/7.
I know you would. You play with titties, too.
Never leave the house. Speaking of which, in today's complex financial environment, timely insight and prudent guidance are essential to effectively managing your money and to work towards your goals. Mark and Jay at LPL Financial can help you develop an investment strategy to address your needs and aspirations. Call today and tell them that you're a friend of the show for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark or Jay.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
I hope people are calling Mark and Jay.
I hope so. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. If I had
Look
any
like
money,
a-
I'd give
we're
it to
gonna look
them.
like real assholes if nobody calls them.
Yeah, well-
They're so good at what they do.
They absolutely are.
so trustworthy.
Hopefully I'll have $7 I can put together and have them
Hell
fucking invest
yeah.
it for me.
Hell yeah.
Turn that
I
into
have
a
heard
million.
from people that are using them.
Yeah,
I just hope people give them a chance. They're so good. So-
definitely.
and all of you that are still using the MyPillow link through the website, very helpful. Amazon too. So please continue to do that stuff.
I just put a pretty big order through Amazon myself
Yeah.
using it, so
Right
I
on.
want to see a little bit of that.
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back my way.
Hell yeah. Can't remember the
I did
percentages.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make up a percentage on this one.
Yeah.
This one's in house.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
bought some ice fishing shit for this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and freeze my butt off.
You're crazy.
I know.
I actually would have maybe gone with you and Tooch had the Niners not won.
Yeah,
It's gonna
it's a
be-
major commitment for you. I understand.
Yeah.
Emotionally,
Emotionally, I'm gonna be
yeah.
in a different place,
I totally understand.
and that includes Friday and Saturday night.
I don't know. Yeah,
you
the
know,
preparation.
all day.
I
So it's
totally
not like
get it. Yeah.
being home by kickoff was good enough. So
You're already a little antsy in the pantsy.
yeah,
I can
already
tell.
going. T, who's gonna win? T, who's gonna win?
Niners, baby. Niners. All Niners.
Ah, yeah.
For Bob's sake, I hope the Niners win it all.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You familiar with the store Robex?
Robux, like Sears Robux?
No.
Okay. Then,
Robex?
Then no.
Robeks? I don't know.
Reeboks?
No. It's in Fairfield, Connecticut. They make like smoothies and shit.
Oh, then absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
I've never heard of it though. Like Smoothie King I've heard of or
Sure.
you know,
Maybe they're not a
Some-
national brand?
maybe.
Maybe
So
this is like a little mom and pop thing. In,
do you think there's a Bob Robex somewhere?
Probably.
It's Robex
Yeah, I bet you.
where the missus opened it and it's
Yeah.
Carol Robex.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, all right.
That's a bit presumptuous, but yeah.
Well, I didn't want to say it was a guy and Bob. Carol.
Yeah, she might run it.
You think he gave her the
She have to back her. I mean, money had to come from somewhere.
she didn't do it.
Oh,
My husband was an angel investor, I'll have you know. Was he? I bet he was.
here, get the fuck out of the house. Go have a business.
Name it after yourself, sweetheart.
That's got a real ring to it. Robex
Robex
smoothie.
smoothies.
I'm gonna go get me a Robeck.
The only thing not smoothie about us is the name of our store, Robex Smoothies. Well, they almost killed someone.
Oh, shit! On purpose?
I don't sloppiness.
Negligence.
That whole peanut butter shit, like make a smoothie. Well, so they gave it to a guy. The story was going around over the weekend, and I think the update is the guy's been fired. Excuse me.
Okay.
He's an executive at Merrill Lynch,
Okay.
right? He was fuck
Oh,
voted like the 24th,
Let me do another read.
maybe.
248-626-4000. Call Mark and Jay.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Count
Very
that one
good,
as
thank
two.
you. He's a wealth advisor, and this guy,
Like Mark and Jay.
yeah, at Merrill Lynch, he was voted like the top 24 by Forbes magazine in all of Connecticut.
Okay.
In like 2020,
Attaboy. All right. Doing well for himself.
so he's doing well.
Yeah.
And he comes into this place.
Gross.
I'm trying to remember his name. Ianazo, something like that.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, it's weird. He's a Merrill Lynch banker.
It's not in the story.
Yeah, it is. James. I can never tell if this is a capital I or an L. So it's either Lanazos or Ianazos.
So it would be I or Li?
It's L-A, and it's either I or L.
Wait,
Annazzo.
well, isn't the capital L have like the thing
Yeah,
on the
it does.
bottom? So,
Ianazos.
Ionazzo. We'll go. Jimmy. Let's call him Jimmy.
Let's call him Jimmy.
Jimmy,
right.
Jimmy
And-
the money guy.
Jimmy comes into this place in a fucking rage.
What's got Jimmy in such a tizzy?
Hell, he ordered this smoothie and said, "My son is highly allergic to peanuts. He's got a nut allergy."
Oh, he's allergic to penis and has a nut allergy?
Yeah, he's allergic to nuts. I don't know. So they're like, "Whatever, we'll make a smoothie for him. Cool." And so he calls in this order, and these kids, high school kids, make the smoothie. He gets home, his kid starts drinking it, fucking freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
They double EpiPen him, call 911, kid collapses unconscious on the floor. Doesn't look good. The kid's doing fine now. He's like
Good to know.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dad is like, you fucking tried to kill my boy.
Yeah.
And I'm rich as shit.
That's a bad combination.
Right? And so he went in there hot. He came in hot, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
He did. He came in hot and he's like, which one of you fucking assholes made this drink? And they're like, don't talk to me like that, sir. He's like, which one of you cocksuckers made this fucking smoothie? Which one? Was it you? Which one of you fucking immigrants made this fucking smoothie?
No.
Yeah.
No. He was legit till he got there.
Yeah.
Cocksucker, fucking asshole, motherfuckers. When you talk about
that all
stealing my
fair?
sub, oh goddamn right, that is
He
all
whipped
fair
it at him,
game.
too,
I
and hit
would
her.
have right in the fucking face. I would too.
Hit her in the shoulder, like the back, but she had a nice stain.
Yeah.
And it was ordered like an hour before.
Okay.
He's like, who made it? Who made it? And they're like, we don't even know which one of us made it. I call bullshit.
Yeah, of course.
If you came in there, you would remember, oh, yeah, I made that guy's fucking chocolate and peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cup smoothie.
The one that said no peanuts. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that one.
I remember that
Yeah,
one.
I dipped my bag in it. I didn't know he was allergic to D's nuts.
So here's the full rant. And I'd play it for you. You can find the audio out there. There's a science to bleeping audio. And these fucking rank amateurs that are doing it nowadays kill me.
Just
They
you can't
fucking-
even. You miss the whole context of everything.
Yeah.
Just bleep, bleep, bleep.
It's too loud. It covers up too much of the words. So
Yeah.
you can't even make out what it was.
Yeah.
The audio is not great to begin
Yeah,
with.
leave the F and the K and just take the out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
easy.
I was a master
Easy.
at this.
Yeah. You can't get in
Master at
trouble for-
avoiding problems and trouble,
But you know exactly,
legalities.
But you know exactly what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know exactly what they said. And there's tricks to all the words, how to beep them.
Yeah.
But these people don't even try. It's just like, rah, rah, rah. So it's not listenable, but
Why we're not playing the audio, because it was
Exactly.
just not worth it.
not worth it. I want to speak to the person who made this fucking drink. Is that you?
Is this the?
This is the full quote.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
You don't know who made it? Stupid fucking ignorant high school kids. I want to speak to the fucking manager. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch. Give it to me now. Hurls drink
Yeah.
and strikes the worker, prompting screams from staff and orders for him to leave from a female worker. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. I want the telephone right now. Shut the fuck up, you fucking stupid inaudible. I want the fucking phone.
Ooh, what do you think that one was?
Shut up.
What do you think that one was?
I don't
Stu,
know.
you fucking cunt. What do you think? I mean, you already said
He
bitch.
hasn't gone cunt yet.
I know. Well, what makes it inaudible? I mean, if he was going
Shut
bitch,
the fuck up, you fucking stupid.
whore, that rolls off the tongue right there.
No, he could have been going the immigrant route
Oh, okay.
at that point. It
Yeah.
might have been inaudible. They can't
Yeah,
tag him
you're
with that
right.
one yet.
Okay.
I want the fucking phone. Shut up, you fucking immigrant loser. I want the fucking telephone. Yeah.
What does he want the telephone for?
He wants to call the manager, I guess? I don't know.
All right, Karen. Just is there not a manager on duty?
I don't know. It looks like 3 high school kids making smoothies.
Yeah, that's probably. Hey, we've
didn't
all
see
been
them
there.
come in
We've,
hot,
we've
you
all
know?
been there. Hey, listen, you fuck. I can understand that, and nothing is going to come of this.
What do you mean?
Because nothing's going to come of this for him, because he can sue the fuck out of them if he specifically asked for a non-nut fucking thing.
He wanted
and
a
they
nutless
gave it
smoothie.
to. And yeah.
They've fired him already. Merrill Lynch has.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's living in like a $3 million crib. He's
He'll be
probably got a shit ton of money saved.
I'm sure he'll be fine, and I'm sure it won't be long, and that's probably just to save face on their end.
Yeah.
And again, everything was legitimate until he attacked the immigrant side of it. Is the only thing that's even
Yeah.
questionable. I mean, he came in hot. I'll give him that.
I think most parents would come in hot.
You put my kid's life in danger and jeopardize that because of your just fucking negligence.
Yeah. And the last
Yeah,
scene he,
you're
left,
gonna
he
take-
left the house with was that kid unconscious on the floor,
Yeah, you're
waiting for the paramedics to get there.
Well, then now I have a real problem.
Yeah. That he left his kid there?
Yeah, you're fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
I can, fine, be mad.
Yeah.
But let's make sure your kid's okay first and then go address the Smoothie King over there.
Or maybe it was like the wife's got this.
I don't care.
Wife's got this.
I
I need to
don't
find out
care.
what exactly is in this drink so we know what nuts were in here. I need to take it to the hospital. And so if they can tell me who the fuck made this and what nut did you put in here?
Maybe. I'll give you a little benefit of the doubt on that
Yeah.
one.
Because maybe
that's
a walnut's
possible-
like knock
Yeah,
you out for
yeah,
a minute, but
right.
not kill you. Peanut kills you.
Yeah, D's nuts, fucking.
D's
that's-
nuts,
That's
exactly.
really going to put you under.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't breathe with these nuts in your mouth.
No, you'll choke to death.
Yeah.
Fuck
You
yeah.
Absolutely. choke to
Absolutely,
death.
every
You
time.
can gargle them for a second or two.
No,
you
it
try to,
doesn't
you'll
end
choke
well.
on these nuts.
Yep.
So he says through his lawyer, I was out of my mind with fear for him when I returned to Robex. I wish I had not done so. I also wish they had been more careful preparing my son's beverage. I will be extending my apologies personally to the Robex organization. particularly the staff that was working there that night. His attorney said he wholeheartedly regrets this incident. He said his client was not racist, but his paternal instinct had kicked in.
Yeah.
When faced with a dire situation for his son, his instinct kicked in and he acted out of anger and fear. He's not a racist individual and deeply regrets his statements and actions during a moment of extreme emotional stress.
I'm surprised he got fired that quickly for it.
Yeah,
In all
Merrill Lynch,
honesty.
you just can't.
Yeah, I know. There's a million people fighting for that job, I'm sure. But it's still, you're talking about somebody's kid. It's one thing if it's you're one of those assholes at Walmart yelling at fucking being a racist asshole piece
Yeah.
of shit or something. When you go in there and because somebody almost killed your kid,
Yeah.
I would think that you could get a little bit of leeway.
This is not a popular take, and it's hard for me to express what I'm trying to say, and I've tried to explain it before, and it usually comes out wrong.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Is it possible to not be a racist and throw hurtful slurs at people in a fit of rage or anger?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
And I would say yes and
Because-
no. Yeah. I mean, you can say it in a fit of rage because
Yeah.
in a fit of rage things come out. But they also say that the truth comes out. That it's
But if you see, like Larry David, when those girls got into a fight with him on Curb, right? And they immediately went to, what would be the most harmful thing? You bald asshole.
Yeah.
He painted bald asshole on his garage or
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
And he thought it was a hate crime against the bald. But they were going for a dig personally that they knew would
Yeah.
bother him.
Right.
If someone's going to get really, really mad at me,
Yeah.
they might go, "Brr, you fucking fat piece of shit, fuck you."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you're attacking this,
Yeah.
whatever this mess is. I get it.
Yeah. And maybe there
What
was
is the
a-
most hateful thing or hurtful thing I can say to you in this moment as a human being?
I will say I will defend your point in a way to say yes. I think it is possible. Like if you went in there and tried talking to somebody and they were and there was a language barrier and you weren't being able to communicate.
Yeah,
So I could
okay.
saying something about being an immigrant or a foreigner or something along those lines.
Can you get me a fucking American who could speak in here?
Right. I mean, I
Yeah.
could see where something like that could be
That's
said
fair.
in the heat of a moment that's not necessarily some deep-rooted hatred for that race.
Yeah.
But in that moment there, But and like I said,
That's an interesting point. If you had that same discussion where you're trying to find out what was put in this drink, it almost killed my fucking kid, and they're going, "No, speak English," you'd be like, "You fucking immigrant asshole, give me a fucking American." Like I could see that.
Yeah.
You might not have ever had an ill thought to a Mexican person in
Sure.
your life.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had a similar Sky. Actually, they were both. I had both my kids. They were little. We were in Disney World. Disney World, yeah, Orlando. And I had gone into, they were like, it was my wife and the two kids, and they were outside waiting, and I went in the store to go buy them some bullshit, whatever, spend way too much fucking money. And then I'm there, like, waiting to check out, and I hear, like, as a parent, I heard my daughter's scream,
Yeah.
and from outside the store.
You can
know?
tell your own kid scream.
Yeah, you fucking know, right? So I book out there, and she had been walking on like if you can picture, there's like a bench, and then there's like the little raised like flower bed kind of thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like walking on that or walking on the bench or whatever it was, and she fell backwards, and she hit her head on the base of the like light post thing, and busted her fucking head open.
Oh,
Busted the fucking back of her head open.
at Disney World.
At Disney World, yeah. So I come running out to this, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And
She's
so
bleeding?
yeah, so their mom at the time, is here, and she's like, get help or whatever. And so I turn around, I run back into the store, and there was like 3 people like working the cash registers because it's fucking Disney World and it's insane.
Yeah.
And I go in there, and I was like, I needed a doctor for my kid, whatever the fuck I said. I'm like, I need to find,
Emergency
and
help.
yeah, and they all looked at me, and they were all like these 3 Mexican chicks, and they were all like, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, I just remember going, "You fucking assholes." I didn't yell at them like, "You fucking Mexican,"
Yeah.
but I was like, "Oh my God, you didn't even fucking." So I turned around, I ran out, and I scooped her up, and we start going, and there was just some kid that was on like break, like just from his fucking, I don't know, cotton candy machine or whatever,
Yeah.
like just walking, but he had a badge on.
Yeah.
And I ran up and I grabbed him and I go, "Where?" No, I take it back. They told me, they were like, the one lady that half-assed spoke fucking English. Like the other ones were like, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're trying to say to me right now. And the one
Yeah.
lady was like, "You go across the way, through those things, and then over behind there." you know, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like looking, I'm like, there. She's like, yeah, there. I'm like, okay. So there was like between the buildings, it's like a town, you know, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
And so there was like these kind of like double like doors, like going back.
Saloon doors.
Yeah, I mean bigger than that. Like it was like a road almost, kind of like to go
Okay.
like an alley. So I fucking grab her and we go running back there, and I fucking bust through there. And I turn, I go running, and I'm literally in a fucking alley. There's like dumpsters and shit, and it's a dead end. And when I hold my daughter, she's bleeding all over the fucking place, and I'm like, ah! So I come running back out, and I come running. The first fucking kid, this dude I see is just walking like on his
Yeah.
fucking break, you know. And I just grabbed him. I mean, I fucking grabbed him, and I go, "Where the fuck is doctor? I need a doctor right now for my kid." I'm holding my daughter, and she's fucking bleeding. He was like, "Well, you go up there," and I just fucking grabbed him. I go, "Show me."
Yeah.
And he
Start
looked down,
running,
and he
kid.
looked down. I mean, by now there's like blood running down my shirt. Like my daughter's sitting there screaming, wailing. You know, my youngest is in a stroller. The wife's fucking running with the stroller.
Yeah.
And I OJ'd this thing. I was in the fucking first of all, Disney World. Get your fucking shit together. I was in the far back of the park. I had to go to the entrance.
Really?
To go to a first aid, or at least that was the only one this asshole knew about. But in this kid's defense, and mad ups to him,
Yeah.
he fucking led the way. I
Yeah.
mean, he was in a full sprint. I was in a full sprint behind him.
My God.
I was like OJ. I mean, because I was packed
through the airport, yeah.
and I was knocking people the fuck out of my way, and not even apologize, not
Yeah.
even like, oops, sorry, like shoulders, like I'm not even losing momentum here.
Yeah. You're a big boy, too.
Yeah, and by the time we got all the way up there, heads bleed like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was like she was like, well,
2
we
stitches.
can't- Yeah, well, we ended up having to take her to the hospital because she did have to get like 2 stitches in her head
Yeah.
or whatever. But by the time we got there, like clotted and stuff. But I'm in like a nice shirt, a polo shirt, and it's just covered in blood
blood.
because it just
You look like a fucking
just
Disney
a
nightmare
maniac, dude. But so to come, and she was fine, everything was fine, you know. But we ended up to that. I didn't yell any racist remarks at the ladies. That especially, I almost would have if I had a chance to go back in there and tell them that they sent me in a fucking alley
Yeah.
with my bleeding daughter and told me to go the wrong fucking
or
way.
if you had a longer conversation with them, like you established right away, they're not speaking my language. I need to get them out of my purview.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
You're dead to me. You are of no service.
Well, the one
like
wasn't.
these girls
the one
were
that
like,
tried to point me out.
Sir, don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you fucking immigrant. You know, like. But I don't know. Like this dude's waking up today, and he's a cisgendered white male in his 50s. He's fucked.
Yeah.
It's over. Game over. They've been
Hopefully he's
looking
got
for a
enough.
reason to throw you out the window.
Sure.
So yeah, but you know, he's probably waking up going, I've never thought a negative thing about a fucking Mexican in my entire life.
know.
Why did I even
Just
say that?
seeing red and all
just,
that.
I just saw my kid on the floor, and
Yeah.
I knew these are the kids that fucking made this
And again,
thing. And
I mean,
God damn it,
if immigrant, aside from whatever the unintelligible,
Yeah.
word that he said that we don't really know, immigrant was what he said. I mean, it was the
Yeah.
worst thing. I mean, that's not the worst thing he said. Bitch
Yeah.
and everything else
Yeah,
is worse.
yeah.
Is so it's not even a racist tirade, in my opinion.
more like a fact.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, depending on what Jose Luis Cesar's fucking status was.
I want to speak to the person who made this fucking drink. Was it you? You don't know who made it? Stupid fucking ignorant high school kids. I want to speak to the fucking manager. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch. Give it to me now. Hurls drink, strikes worker. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. I want the telephone right now. Shut the fuck up. You're fucking
I
stupid.
love that one. She started talking. Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up. You fucking stupid inaudible.
Yeah.
Spick?
I don't know. I mean, it's inaudible, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could've
I
just been
want
one
the
of those
fucking
things when,
phone.
like,
Shut up, you fucking immigrant loser. I want the fucking telephone. And it's like, oh.
I know. Oh, he said immigrant.
He said immigrant.
He said immigrant.
Were you filming? I
was. World
was.
star.
World star.
You're fired.
We going. Who's going viral tonight? Who's going viral tonight? We going viral tonight. He said it. He dropped the
Oh,
immigrant.
there it is. That's a W.
Boom. Game winner. Drop the phone moment. They knew it. And this guy's like, oh.
I feel like that's a knee-jerk reaction. I really do, man. When it comes to your kid, you'd think you
Yeah.
could get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And it's probably the hurling of the thing that constitutes assault.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I think you could, if you're good enough wealth manager, You could get away with it.
Well, if you're good enough
just
wealth
chucked
manager,
it
you
like
should-
this
you-
almost killed my kid.
Yeah.
Fucker.
You should probably be fucking set. You don't have to go back to work if you're a good enough wealth manager.
Yeah,
We'll see.
he probably is.
I think he's probably fine.
All right, let's do an email and get out of here too.
Perfect.
Hey guys, love the show, and after listening to the possible divorce over cake smash violation, I had to comment.
Okay.
So you remember this story?
Yeah. She's
been about a
don't
minute.
put my face, the cake on my face.
Yeah.
One demand.
And now
And
she
then he-
wants a divorce.
Yeah.
because he did.
He went hard in the paint with
Yeah.
it. He didn't just give a little cake on the nose. Boop boop.
Full
No.
smiley face,
Yeah.
like yeah, bitch,
fucking-
eat it, yeah.
Handful like a fucking rough blowjob.
Take that fucking gag on it. People are so damn serious, and maybe she should not be married. My husband and I had the same agreement, and he honored my request. However, if he wouldn't have, I probably would have answered with an out-and-out cake fight. It would be on the whole damn night. I'd be following his ass around and throwing cupcakes at him. I heard they had extra cupcakes, so game on.
Yeah.
My point would be for him to know that he cannot fuck with me. Sorry for any guests that got caught in the crossfire, but hey, who wouldn't forget that wedding? Huh?
Yeah. True. It's a gamer.
I may be batshit insane, but after almost 10 years of marriage and to the same guy, there's far more serious shit you have to work through. Trina.
That's the truth. Way to go, Trina. Way to get it.
Yeah.
Way
yeah.
to get it.
Yeah.
Damn right.
There you go. I agree, Trina.
There's bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. If you can't get past a cupcake in the face, good luck. Good luck in the future.
Yeah. It's probably doomed
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here, T. I gotta pee.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Sorry again for being gone the last few days. It's been a pain in the ass. It's been worse for me than for you. I can promise you that. So, but it feels really good to be sitting down here right now, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully, you'll join us then.